Hello guys, it's story time with Nova. Hi guys, I am here with another book of children's classics. This is the third time I've done this, I think, or the fourth time, I don't know. But I remember Corduroy. Miss Rumphius. The Lupin lady lives in a small house overlooking the sea. And between the rocks around her house grow blue and purple rose-colored flowers. The Lupin lady is little and old. But she has not always been that way. I know. She is my great aunt, and she told me so. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Alice who lived in the city by the sea. Front stood. She could see the wharves and the bristling mass of tall ships. Many years ago, her grandfather had come to America on a long sailing ship. I mean large, not long. Oh, I like the background I have for this video. Now he worked in the shop at the bottom of the house, making figureheads for the prow of ships, carving Indians out of wood and to put in front of cigar stores. For Alice's grandfather was an artist. I'm kind of an artist too. I make good Among Us, like shading bees that have shade on it. That's what I mean. And shaded Among Us. Yeah, I've done a bunch of things. So I'm really a true artist. Better than her, not gonna lie, just joking. But I actually am better than her a little. He painted pictures too of sailing ships and places across the sea. When he was very, very busy, Alice helped him put in the skies. I know how to draw skies so good. Just put blue, clouds, white, shading, bang. In the evening, Alice sat on her grandfather's knee and listened to his stories of faraway places. When he had finished, Alice would say, "When I grow up, I too will go to faraway places. And when I grow old, I too will live beside the sea." That is all very well, little Alice. And her grandfather, little Alice said her grandfather, "But there is a third thing you must do." "What is that?" asked Alice. "You must do something to make the world more beautiful," said her grandfather. "All right," said Alice. But she did not know what that could be. In the meantime, Alice got up and washed her face and ate porridge for breakfast. She went to school and came home and did her homework. And pretty soon she was grown up. I always have to do my homework except for Fridays because on Saturdays, no school. Oh, the little buggy. Then my great aunt Alice set out to do the three things she had told her grandfather she was going to do. She left home and went to live in another city far from the sea and salt air. There she worked in the library, dusting books and keeping them from getting mixed up and helping people find the ones they wanted. Some of the books told her about faraway places. People called her Miss Rumphius now. It's not it's Rumphius because, like I told you, the P and the H is the F sound. Sometimes she went to the conservatory in the middle of the park. When she stepped inside a wintry day, the warm, moist air wrapped itself around her, and a sweet smell of jasmine filled her nose. This was almost like a tropical iceberg, said Miss Rumphius. Not quite. Oh, I actually love that smell so much of jasmine. Not really sure if I did smell it, but I think I have once. But as a bath bomb. So Miss Rumphius went to a real tropical island where people kept cockatoos and monkeys as pets. She walked on long beaches picking up beautiful shells. One day she met Bapa Raha, king of a fishing village. You must be tired, he said. Come to my house and rest. So Miss Rumphius went and met the Bahara's wife. The Bahara himself fetched the green coconut and cut a slice off the top so that Miss Rumphius could have a drink of coconut water inside. Before she left, the Bahara gave her a beautiful mother of pearl shell on which he had painted a bird paradise and the word, "You will always remain in my heart." "You will always remain in mine too," said Miss Rumphius. I also collect shells as Miss Rumphius, she did. My great aunt, Miss Alice Rumphius, climbed tall mountains where the snow never melted. She went through jungles, across deserts. She saw lions playing and kangaroos jumping, and everywhere she made friends she would never forget. Finally, she came to the land of lotus eaters, and there, getting off a camel, she hurt her back. "What a foolish thing to do," said Miss Rumphius. Well, I have certainly seen faraway place. Maybe it's time to find my place by the sea. And she did. But is there gonna be more after this story? I hope there's not more after this story. From the porch of her new house, Miss Rumphius watched the sun come up. She watched it cross the heavens and sparkle on water. And she saw it set in glory in the evening. What am I else? She started a little garden among us, among the rocks that surround her house. And she planted a few flower seeds on the stony ground. Miss Rumphius was almost perfectly happy. "But there is still one more thing I have to do," she said. "I have to do something to make the world more beautiful." "But what?" "The world already is pretty nice," she thought, looking out over the ocean. "Can I get a water break?" "Yay, water break!" The next spring, Miss Rumphius was not very well. her back was bothering her again, and she had to stay in bed most of the time. The flowers she had planted in the summer before had come up and bloomed, in the spite of the stony ground. She could see them from their bedroom window. Blue and purple and rose colored. Blue pins, said Miss Rumphius with satisfaction. I have always loved blue pins the best. I wish I could plant more seeds this summer so I can still have more flowers next year. But she was not able to. Oh, listen. Wait, I thought those were trees in the distance from my new mod. There's blue, I don't know if there's purple color, but yeah, bunch of colors, trees. After a hard winter, spring came. Miss Rumphius was feeling much better. Now she could take walks again. One afternoon, she started to go up and over the hill, where she had not been in a long time. I don't believe my eyes, she cried when she got to the top. For there, on the other side of the hill, it was a large patch of blue and purple rose-colored lupins. It was the wind, she said as she knelt in the light. It was the one that brought my seeds from my garden here. And the birds must have helped them then. And the birds must have helped. Then Miss Rumphius had a wonderful idea. My eyes are bleeding! Because this is the second book I have done here without having to take a break of anything. Let me do comments. She hurried home and got out her seed catalogs. She sent off the very best seed house for 5 bushels of lupin seed. All that time where Miss Rumphius is her pocket full of seed, wandered over fields and headlands and sowing lupins. She scattered seed along the highway and down the country lanes. She flung handfuls of them around the schoolhouse and back of the church. She tossed them into hallways and stone walls. And along stone walls. Her back didn't hurt anymore at all. Now, some people called her that crazy old lady. Is that a kitty? Oh, kitty, kitty. Oh, kitty, kitty. I have dogs and I want a cat. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to say that. My dog Gizmo's next to me. The next spring, there was lupins everywhere. Fields and hillsides were covered by blue and purple and rose-colored flowers. They bloomed along the highways and down the lanes. Bright patches lay around the schoolhouse and back of the church. Down the halls and along the stone walls grew the beautiful flowers. Miss Rumphius has done the third most difficult thing about. Wow, it actually looks pretty. I couldn't get to see it because I had to look at the stupid words. My great auntie Alice, Miss Rumphius, is very old now. Her hair is very white. Every year there are more and more lupins. Now they call her the lupin lady. Sometimes my friends stand with me outside her gate, curious to see the old old lady who planted the fields of bloomed homes. When she invited us in, they come slowly. They think she is the oldest woman in the world. Often she tells us stories of far away places. When I grow up, I tell her, I too will go to faraway places and come home to live by the sea. That is very well, little Alice, says my aunt. But there is a third thing you must do. What is that? I asked. You must do something to make the world more beautiful. All right, I say. It's happening again. That's an evil laugh, not a cry. I was meant to cry, but I didn't even laugh. But I do not know yet what that can be. And that is the end of the story of the children's classics, the Miss Rumphius. Bye-bye.